Xcel does not make a profit on the natural gas you use at home. The company higher-ups keep repeating that as people get angry about high bills. They say the cost of fuel is passed on dollar for dollar. All right, so some smart Next viewers have said Xcel made what, 1.7 bill last year? Where do they make their profit? Our Marshall Zellinger's been asking Xcel for a while and just got some answers.
I don't begrudge a company making profits because that's what they're in business for.
Xcel customers like Tom from Tinmouth reached out to us wanting to know where Xcel makes its profits.
From preparing the infrastructure to delivering the gas to buying the product, there is nothing coming out of their pocket as far as doing business. It seems to be all profit.
Xcel provided a response that we will put in full on 9news.com. Here's some of it. Xcel invests in the power plants, solar and wind facilities, transmission and distribution lines, as well as natural gas pipelines that support our customers' daily energy needs. We profit on this invested capital at a rate that is much lower than the average returns in other industries. What does that mean exactly?
They're only allowed to get profits on things they build.
Ian Lang is traveling, but he's an expert in this. He runs the Mineral and Energy Economics program at the Colorado School of Mines.
So they'll spend something like $10 million to build a solar facility. The Public Utility Commission allows them to earn a rate of return above that $10 million.
Xcel explains that its Colorado rate of return for investors last year was 8.23%, which was the lowest return last year from all of the 8 states it services. But they are guaranteed a rate of return. When the Public Utilities Commission approves gas and electric rates, it approves them with extra for profit.
So then they really want to build stuff. They would really like to be building. They're going to say, hey, we need to build all these things.
Because that's where they make their profit.
Right. And they're less excited about things that don't require building.
We took some pretty extreme measures.
Tom got a $221 bill in December and changed how he heats his home.
If we're sitting in our living room reading a book or doing something, we'll turn on an electric heater, which at this point is cheaper than running the gas.
His January bill, $221.32. He's got an idea to get Xcel more invested in the price of customers' bills.
If they had some kind of a regulation, like a Tabor-style regulation, that would cap the amount of profit and then return the excess back to the consumers that they were charging.
We have heard from so many viewers, I honestly cannot keep up with answering all the questions, but I'm trying. Some of those questions have included, hey, what about us non-Xcel customers? First of all, Xcel has 1.5 million gas and electric customers. They cover most of the state, and that is why they have been the focus. They are in mainly the populated metro areas. They're shaded in red on that map. Xcel Energy has 120,000 customers spread throughout the state. Greeley, Salida, Gunnison down to Steamboat Springs, Durango, and Craig. You can see the yellow areas of that map. Black Hills Energy has more, 319,000 customers in areas like Castle Rock, Pueblo, and Aspen. I will eventually be able to start comparing the different energy companies, but there's just so much feedback on the 1.5 million people who have Xcel. That's where the focus is right now.
So you're saying if the executives at those other companies are sitting back and lighting cigars and laughing that Marshall Zellinger hasn't come knocking on their door yet, just wait.
Xcel Energy has filed a gas rate increase as of last week. That would be the freshest thing we could look at. What are they asking for? What are they seeking from their ratepayers? Perhaps lawyer fees and other things that we've talked about with Xcel. We'll get to it.
And it's very fair for people to ask, why are you spending so much time talking about this? And I'll be honest, there isn't anything that we have received this many questions, this many comments, this many concerns about in a really long time around here.
I've never been on a story this long, and today is day 10 in a row of an Xcel story. I've never been on a story this long where either I haven't been burned out or viewers are like, move on already. Yeah. I get it. We're getting new stuff every day.
Well, it's complex stuff, too. It's not simple stuff because it deals with a lot of really heavy government regulation on an industry that a lot of people are not very familiar with. And at the end of the day, everybody pays, so everybody wants to know. So, day 11 for Marshall. Buckle up.